I'm thinking like 4 hours away, 190 times 4, because Houston is 4 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, she said $900. I'm like, is that about right?
Yeah.
It's about, you know, because you ain't really deadheading nowhere.
You ain't deadheading it hardly at all.
I'm just saying, so round up to 200, right? And 200 times 4 is 800. And so when she said 9, I'm like, yeah.
What is that? Is that the machine?
The McCloskey? It's some type of, it takes the crushed rock and it feeds it up that conveyor belt.
No.
So anyway, so you talk. What was you talk? You talk.
So we were just coming to check this place out.
So this what? No, I'm playing.
We saw about, what's it been, a month?
Okay, you about to go into. You want me to go ahead and just?
So we were just riding down here, and we was like, let's go in here and talk to this lady.
No. Start from the beginning. Like, so we were just recording a video because we're gonna send it to Lovepreneur. So we was just starting a video, and we were talking to y'all, and which, you know, we got to make sure we send the video to y'all. You know, the first video, so for context. But we pulled up to the place, and I was saying, like, I'm just get out and talk to him. And so I got out because I saw there was a person there, and I'm like, just get out and talk to him because you never know. And so we get out, we talk, we meet this nice old Trump supporter lady, Miss Patricia, but she was real cool.
There.
And you know, she you know, I went in, I'm like, hey, you know, my name's George, this is my wife Ebony, we're on a small trucking company, coast to coast. And I'm like, we drove by this place, we was just wondering, like, what do you guys do? And then she started explaining what she does. She was like, what type of truck do you have? And I explained the type of truck that we have. And then she was like, we got a lot of jobs here. Local and like moderately regional, like from here to Houston, which is like a 4-hour drive.
So this place is 3.5 miles from our house.
3.5 miles from our house. About, would you say about 6 miles from the truck?
Probably so.
About 6 miles from the truck. Like, still, that's nothing.
Nothing at all.
So I'm like, the only thing is hauling, because we don't have that type of trailer. And so it's so funny, we were just talking about this. What is the frac sand?
Frac sand. That's what we were trying to see, if this was frac sand.
So we thought the place was the frac sand place because we just learned about that from Marshall. And so, you know, Ed was talking to Marshall about it yesterday. And so we were like, well, let's go drive and see. And so we went to go see, and I'm like, I don't think that's frac sand because it's concrete. And I was telling them, looking at it, I'm like, I've seen concrete aggregate, I've hauled that before. And so that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's frac sand. And so I wanted to find out. So that's when we got out, we asked the lady, because I didn't know who was in. It could have been an old dude named Bubba for all I knew. I just knew that there was a person there, and it's a Saturday, which is rare to have somebody working on a Saturday, especially here. And so I'm like, well, we'll just get out and talk to the people. Like, and I told Ebony, I'm like, be careful, they might be rude, so just be ready for that. And we went in there, sweetest lady you ever want to find. And, you know, we was just talking, we was not talking for a good 15 minutes.
I don't even know.
10, 15 minutes. And so, I was more than 5, like, she just kept talking, like, I had to, like we're gonna go and get the business cards. She gave us a number to the owner, Brad.
Of another company, of a construction company.
Oh, I thought he owned that company. It was a different company.
It's a construction company that he owns.
Either way, they got a lot of work and they need trucks. And so that was the thing that we kept saying, like, we just want to get out, go into these businesses. We weren't really even pitching our business. We was asking them about theirs. And they started, check this out, they started telling us about their, what's the word, their pressure points or their sore points or whatever. And we just so happened we may potentially be able to fill the need because they need trucks. We got a truck and we're right here, we're local. And so when the lady found out we were local, she was like, oh, bring me your card, bring me two. She said, bring me 2 cards. One for me and one for brag. I'm like, I'm gonna bring you 5. So, yeah, it's crazy how that works.
Look at God.
Look at it. So we wanted to send this little video. I don't know if we're gonna actually be able to send this video, but we definitely wanted to take the video because I'm like, you know, we might be able to upload it to YouTube and then just send the YouTube link. Yeah. But I'm just like, that's crazy, like, because this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to have the ability to go to different businesses because there's so many of them around here. You're like, you never know.
Because we were just talking about this on our call, our weekly call, going B2B. Yeah, like, and even Meat had been saying that, like, y'all need to do B2B. So
he kept saying, like, we said it, when we had our one meeting with me, he was like, well, we knew it already. We told him, like, this is what we want to do. And he was like, yeah, because the customers ain't coming to you. You got to go get them. Like, your customers out there, but you got to go get them. And that was us going to get them. Because I had no plans on seeing nobody. I ain't brushed my beard. Like, I just threw this on, and I'm like, let's just go check it out. And then, that's the other thing. I can't remember the site. Me gave us a site where, like, I think you said, like, construction companies or commercial companies go to look for land. And he gave us a site. And this place where we went to, they had a sign up where it was basically, it's on sale for land for sale for, like, commercial development. And I'm like, damn, Meat was right on the money with that one. And so, yeah, like, I want y'all to share this video with somebody, because lovepreneurs, y'all showing y'all ass right now. Y'all showing out right now, because I'm like, man, like,
that's when we think it's like, it gets hard, and we just like, how the hell do you do stuff? Like, we seeing the stuff, we seeing these trucks in this area, and we're just like, how, where? And we're not getting any answers. And just talking to Marshall last night.
We are now.
Yeah, like, actually upgrading our platinum package.
That's what I was about to say.
Like,
platinum pack. I swear I was just about to say that. Like, keep saying you gotta pay.
You gotta pay.
Because it pays you back. Platinum status. And so
that's where it's at.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, whoever's watching this, I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, what's the question that Diane always asks? Loving businesses are worth it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Baby.
Especially on the platinum package.
Baby, let me tell you, it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah. So, and look, we look a hot mess right now. Neither one, well, I do, you know, you look pretty.
Well, thank you.
You always look pretty, but I look rough as hell.
You still look pretty.
I don't look pretty right now. I just got out the truck like last night. I'm still sleepy. That was the best sleep I got all week. But anyways, I'm just saying, like, we invested in Lovepreneur, and then me and Diane really didn't have to twist our arms to upgrade, because we saw it. We're like, the type of conversations that we were having, the type of feedback that we were getting, and the things that we were doing, the execution of information, like, because we were already doing that. And it was Diane who was like she was doing something. I think she was cooking dinner for the kids or something. And she came out the kitchen and was like, look, like, y'all need to stop playing. You need to stop playing. I'm listening to you. She's like, look, you need to upgrade, bro, because I'm hearing your conversations. You're having multi-million-dollar conversations, and you need more mentorship. And I'm like, okay. Like, that was it. Like, I needed no more convincing. Like, I was all on board with it. I'm like, cool. Ebony was too. And so, like, whoever needs to hear this, and I know this is a long video, but
it's worth it.
Upgrade. Don't just join the Lovepreneur community. Like, find your way. Listen to that again. Find your way to the platinum package, because it is worth it.
It's a game changer.
You have to be able to invest in yourself. You can't ask for this type of information for free. It don't work like that. Like, that's something that Ebony and I, like, we grew into understanding that. You can't, like, we invested in ourselves before we even met Meet and Diane. we invested in ourselves, I don't know, how tens of thousands, probably over 6 figures, literally training, development, mentorship, workshops. Like, we were seeking this. And then when we found them, it's like jackpot.
Yep.
And it's all about training, development, mentorship, guidance. And it's like a community specifically designed for entrepreneur. And no matter what type of entrepreneur you are, like, they can help you, guide you. And if they don't know specifically, they know so many people where they can go out and, like, they don't know my industry in detail like that. They went out and spoke to a friend of theirs, Marshall, and they have a couple others too. And Marshall was able to drop some serious gems, like actionable steps that we could take right now, that we have taken. Like, we already got wheels in motion. And so that's why they work with us, because they know when they tell us, hey, I need you to jump here, we jump right where they told us to. And then we're going to do some research on top of that. Right. And so they know we're going to do our part. But I'm telling you, find your way to the platinum package. If you are worried about it costs X amount of money, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't want to say anything negative. Only thing that I can say is, if you are serious about what you're doing, if you're serious,
That's the thing. You gotta be serious.
If you're serious about what you're doing, if you're serious about your goals, if you're serious about achieving your dreams, you should never be afraid to invest in that. Stop looking at money like, oh, I got to spend my money on this. Money is a tool. And if you don't start understanding that and altering your mindset to understand what money is and what money isn't, like, you're going to struggle. For us, money is the thing that we use to get to the other thing that we want or need. Like, money is a tool. Just like a hammer hits a nail. Like, money is a tool. It is literally designed to be spent. Your job is to understand how to spend money. That's a skill set in itself. Learning how to properly spend money. And so we invest our money, and we invested in ourselves. We invested in Lovepreneur, and we're seeing it start to pay us back. And I'm like,
ROI, they talk about that a lot.
A lot.
ROI
so, is 78% when you're doing it with your spouse?
77.
Well, I'm gonna say 78. I don't know. I'm gonna say 78. So all I'm saying is, find your way to the platinum package. That's all I can say. Like, it's worth it. It's worth it. Now, I need to go get my hair cut because my barber told me that when I was back off the road to hit him up, even if he's off. And so I'm going to take him up on that because I'm looking scruffy.
That's all. We just want to share.
I'm looking scruffy.
Bye.
Peace. Quit the win.
Let's win. Coast to coast.